Hello. Before I talk about intervention, I want to let everybody know that my book is now on sale online right now. So I'll have a link in the show notes, and you can go over there and you can purchase. I have 3 different editions available. The regular edition, which is this. The artist edition, which I will do a sketch in here, like this area, and then I'll sign it to you. And then I'll give you like a mini print, which I'm still working on, so I should have that done really soon. And then the super fan edition, which comes with all that good stuff, plus the strip of your choice, if it's available, that appears in the first volume. If you plan on getting the super fan edition, please email me first, so I can see what strips are available and let you know if it's available, because I don't want you to spend your money and not get a thing that you really want. Yeah, email me and we can work that out. Also, every print edition comes with the Digidition, which is what I call the digital version, and you can download that instantly once you pay for and check out on the site. And that comes with a PDF, EPUB, MOBI, CBZ version, and I think I threw in some wallpapers there. And the digital version comes with a bonus section in the back that's in color. That details the creation of the cover painting and the long, arduous process that I went through for that. So that's kind of cool. So the book's on sale. Go buy it, share it with your friends, and spread the love. Because comics are rad and they should be shared. Alright, so Intervention Con. Intervention Con was this past weekend. This is the 2nd year they've done it. It's a smaller convention, but it was a great time. I had a good time. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I had a good time. It was a great time for me to catch up with people I don't often get to see. We do have a lot of people in the area that are comickers, and I see them every once in a while. But we have friends out state and friends that I only see during the convention season. So it's nice to get people that you want to hang out with in the same area and just take them to local places to eat, show them the town. Well, Rockville's not much of a town, but show them places to eat and just hang out, catch up, talk shop, and do that kind of stuff. So that was cool. Hanging out was awesome. I also got to participate in some panels, which is pretty cool for me because I'm just still up and coming, and I don't often get the opportunity to participate in programming at some of these bigger conventions. So that was pretty awesome. I ran an advanced cell shading session, which is kind of an extension of what I did. I did a streaming version of that course, which was just a basic cell shading, so teaching you the basics, like how to set up your file, how to set that first shaded tone, and then the advanced one shows you like different ideas on what you can do with that, and then adding tones, and then softening tones, and using textures, and that kind of stuff. And I also did a digital painting 101 course, which is basically the same thing as regular painting, only with access to infinite amount of colors, and you don't have to wait for drying time. So that's pretty cool. And there are like a handful of digital tricks that I threw in there also. So overall, we also did 2 art fights. We did a regular art fight on Friday, and we did our Unleashed art fight on Saturday night, which is an uncensored version where we kind of go crazy and draw fucked up, perverted things. So, but people tend to like it, and actually, we might be doing one of those at KatsuCon this coming year. So, who knows? They are 18 and over. I think it's 18 and over. So, we don't want kids to... Well, we don't want to scar kids too early. Although kids read manga, so who knows? But yeah, if there's one thing that I think could make intervention better for next year is if the show was condensed from a 3-day show to a 2-day show, because it's a lot to ask somebody to take off work on Friday, and to pay for a table, and to try to make up that money when there's not a lot of people walking the floor. Like at any given time there were more vendors than attendees in the dealer room. and it's really tough to sell things as it is. And if there's only like 20 bucks walking around in the room, and you got 78 people fighting for that 20 bucks, it's a losing situation. And coming out of the show, I think that was the biggest complaint, that the attendance was low and that it was a 3-day show. I think if it was just a Saturday and Sunday show, you know, you concentrate your attendees and your potential sales into that shorter time span. I think a lot of the guests and the vendors would have been less anxious about, you know, the sales. I don't want to dump on intervention, but you know, I think that could benefit everybody, because Fridays are always slow, and when you have a fairly new show, it's going to be even slower because, you know, there's just not an institutional fan base for intervention yet, like there is for SPX or Baltimore or San Diego. Like, those shows have been around for years, and there are people who know about them, and they're, you know, they build their vacation time around them and all that kind of stuff. And intervention is pretty new, so I'd say if it was shortened to 2 days, I think that would make that would alleviate a lot of the concerns of the vendors and the guests and stuff. So, but other than that, I think I had a really great time. And if it's scheduled next year and it's around a time I can make it, that would be awesome, because I think I would go, because I really did enjoy hanging out with people, and I really enjoyed, you know, doing the panels and stuff. You know, if it gets scheduled against SPX again, unfortunately, I think I'd have to go with SPX, because you know, sometimes you have to go where the sales are. And I know in a previous cast I said that conventions aren't necessarily always about money, but, you know, considering the sales that I did at Intervention with the sales that I did at SPX, you know, it's kind of a no-brainer. So I hope it's not scheduled against anything else, because that would be a really shame. That would be a real shame. And I think in a couple of years, Intervention could be a really strong contender. But I think right now it's a smaller con, and it still has some growing room. So yeah, so there we go. So I think I'll end it here. I don't want to really end on a downer, so book. There we go. But I'll check you again next time. Thank you for tuning in.